try and make it our most beneficial exercise of them all. So we're going to try and compile everything that we've learned here over the past 2 days into this last track session. It may not be our fastest, but that's not the point. The point of it is that we feel the most comfortable and confident in the car throughout. So let's try not to chase any of those track times or those lap times or anything like that. Let's just take it nice and easy. Focus on the cones, focus on being smooth, and ultimately just having a good time with it. We're just letting that other group get situated here, and then we will start rolling. We can go ahead and put our foot on the brake, pull up on that drive selector, hit that manual mode button. And let's go ahead and start rolling. Looks like we have a whole entire show crew here. We like to call them paparazzi, right? Hopefully they get some good pictures of you folks as well. Alright, we're going to let the other group get some distance on us here. When it comes to kind of a standstill here at the entrance, we can take a moment to double check any seat position, anything like that one last time. Alright, we can go ahead and start rolling to begin our warm-up lap. As we make our way out onto the track, we can go ahead and upshift into third gear. For this warm-up lap, I'll reiterate the shift points for us. So we should still be in third gear as we enter into our turn number 10. Getting our eyes starting to look around a little bit more. We just came from launch control. It tends to be that we get a little bit of tunnel vision from that launch control. So let's try and work on that a little bit, looking further down the track, looking around more. We can go ahead and upshift into fourth gear. As you're looking down that straightaway, start looking for that apex cone. You should be able to see it from here, kind of an orange cone, single standing. You should also see your brake markers on the left-hand side of the track. Okay, that 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We're looking to apply the brakes right around that 4 sign at higher speeds, that is. Here at these slower speeds, we can just lightly apply the brakes where we feel we need to. We're looking for that turning cone until it's right at our front bumper. We're trying to articulate that steering down to our apex curving to make a smooth transition. Going through our turn number 2, just looking to try and let that car gradually come out to the left a little bit, looking for the seam in the asphalt, that left-hand seam, and then we'll hold it some steering back to take us back over to that near apex. As we accelerate up the hill here, we'll apply the brakes right around that number 3 side. Hugging the left-hand side by our turn-in marker. Gradually adding that steering position until we get up right on top of that apex curving there to turn 3. Accelerating straight down the hill towards that white line and hugging that brake marker. Dragging the brakes ever so slightly as we look out of that driver's side window to adjust our steering to tuck in nice and tight to that apex. We'll start accelerating up this hill, leading into our turn 6 and 7. As we crest that hill, we cross that first apex, we'll start lightly applying the brakes and go down to third gear. Gradually accelerating out, leading into our turn number 8. Nice and and wide like we were towing a trailer, trying to get our front end pointed over towards our turn-in cone here on the right-handmost edge. Then a quick left-hand turn there for turn number 9. Alright, we're going to start building our pace here a little bit more. Let's drive within our comfort level. We'll be doing 3 laps apiece before we do that rotation. So, Ken, just drive to your comfort level, start building your pace. You should upshift to 4th gear. Firm at that 4 sign. Wait for your turn-in marker and glide it to your apex. Unwind and accelerate out to your turning cone, leading into turn 2 here. Looking for your apex as well. Don't touch that throttle until you can guarantee you're getting right on top of that apex curving after turn 2. When you go up to 5th gear there, right by that near apex cone, applying the brakes no later than that number 3 sign. Left paddle, 4th gear. Alright, start looking down the hill for that brake marker, heading as close towards it as you can. Lightly applying the brakes. Good job getting to that middle. Look for that apex now. Roll into that throttle coming out. Once again, just lightly apply the brakes. Go down to 3rd gear. Braking at the start of the exit paving. Let it carry out nice and wide here. Alright, I got a few notes here, Ken, stuff that we're going to try and work on for this next lap. Let's try and really apply them as we move forward here. Now, one thing, we are starting to catch the tail end of the group, of the group in front of us. So we're going to pull over to the right-hand side here and gather. I don't like catching the other group here, especially on a lap that I would like to get us a good time on. So we're going to gradually make our way over to the right-hand side and get our group together and get some space in the other group. So Ken, some of the things I want us to work on is that turn number 1, a little far from that apex. We did come in with a lot of speed though. It looked very good. Looked like you're having some fun there. Turn 2, not too far off that apex, not too much I want to focus on there. Let me just try to add some more throttle coming out from it. We can work on that. We can go ahead and start rolling here, folks. We're going to get back up into 4th gear, so let's get moving, get into 2nd, and finally 3rd. And as we get around higher speeds, we'll get up to 4th gear. Excellent. Looks like got everybody rolling here. Let's not go too crazy with entry speed in here to turn 1, Ken. But right after this apex cone, we can start getting back into that throttle. Accelerate out. Looking for your turn-in cone. Lifting off that throttle at that turning cone, getting it turned and pointed toward this apex. Then you can start to roll into that throttle as you feel comfortable. Firming those brakes going up the hill here, waiting for that turn-in marker once again for turn number 3. Should be in 4th gear currently. As you accelerate down, we're looking to hug that brake marker. Light and long on the brakes, we're going to allow it to tuck down. Very good, accelerate out. Light and long on the brakes, you drag it through, down to 3rd gear. Excellent. Very good. Accelerate on that straightaway you have there, then heavy on the brakes. Carry out wide. You still want to try and contact this curving here for turn 8, pointed over towards our blue cone. Excellent. Good job tightening that up there, Ken. Let's start to accelerate. And off. Light brakes. Wait for your turning cone. Quick on the hands. Leading into our straightaway. Start rolling into the throttle. 4th gear. Firm right at the 4 sign. Left paddle, put us back into 4th gear as we're braking, looking for that apex. Alright, not too bad there. Start to accelerate there, Ken. Looking good. Roll off that throttle, get it pointed, roll back in. Alright, look at that near apex now. 5th gear right by it, firm at the brakes at 3. Alright, 4th gear, left paddle. tuck you in. All the way down, accelerate. Light brakes, let it carry you. Third gear. Alright, looking good, beautiful. Firm, stay out wide. Randy and Ed, keep it smooth, alright? Randy, you gonna go down to third gear there if you haven't done so already. Good entry there, Ken. You have a little bit of steering there as you went on this little straightaway. Let's make sure we're unwinding fully. We're going to get ready to do our next rotation, so let's start slowing our pace here, Ken. We are going to gather our group up on the right-hand side as well. So for now, stay behind me here, Ken. We're going to make our way further up down the straight. Alright, I'm going to bring my group to a stop here, myself to a stop. Perfect. Alright, Ken, hang tight on the right-hand side for me. Randy and Ed, go ahead and pull in behind my lead car on the left. So Randy and Ed, stay left. And Ken, when you see the white number 74 come past you, you're going to drop in behind that white car. Very good job on that, those laps there, Ken. Alright, Randy, we'll make sure we're in the fourth gear. Let's start building back up that pace here. Drive to your comfort level. Let's keep it smooth, keep it clean, and keep it fun. Rolling into that throttle. Out to that turning cone. Let's get those eyes moving. Alright, get it pointed here. Start to accelerate. As you feel comfortable, you can add more throttle as you go through. Looking for that near apex. Looking up the hill here. Applying the brakes slowly from the 3 on. Carrying that momentum down into our apex here for turn 3. Good job there. I saw a little bit of an abrupt steering change there towards as you were trying to dart down towards that apex. And I know exactly where that stemmed from, so I'm going to help you out there next lap as we go through. Very good job tucking into that apex in the bowl. That was very clean. You can increase your throttle as you come up that hill, though, I'm noticing. Third gear. Just to roll into that throttle as you come out here. We're going to stay out nice and wide. Excellent job on that apex. Good work. Doing a very good job of guaranteeing you're getting on top of that curbing. Out to our turning cone for turn 10. Lean door straightaway. Try and stretch those legs a little bit on this straightaway as well. Up to fourth gear. And fifth gear. Eyes up to the number 4. Apply the brakes firm. Right at that number 4 sign. Get our downshift done too. Put us into fourth gear. Control your brake release. Very good job there, Randy. Start rolling back into that throttle. You don't have to lift off until that turn-in cone. Get it pointed over here towards your apex and start rolling back in. Firm up the hill. Should be currently in fourth gear. Tuck it down tight. Alright, good adjustment there. So tuck it down a little bit tighter initially. You did that adjustment all on your own. I'm glad to see that. Accelerating up the hill now. Light and long on the brakes as you go through down to third gear after that apex there. Very good work. Leading out to our turn in number 8. Alright, accelerate out. Got one more lap with you behind me here. We're going to make it our best one, right, Randy? Accelerate out, all the way down. Upshift to fourth gear. Firm at the brakes in the 4. Left out, fourth gear. Control your brake release and your steering. Accelerate. Left off of your turn-in marker. Get it pointed and roll back in. All the way down. Looking towards front brakes at 3. Left paddle, 4th gear, tuck it in with me. Tighter, 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 tighter. There you go, good. There you go, accelerate. Out to that white line, hug that brake marker. Doing good there. Start tucking in, make a straight line, accelerate all the way down. Unwind all the way out. The lightest of brakes, try and carry that momentum through, down to 3rd. Very good. And accelerate. Light brakes, carry that energy. Carrying out wide. Alright, we're going to start slowing it down there, Randy. Very good job. Dropped quite a few seconds there. Dropped about second and a half from the previous lap. Good work. Go ahead and gather our group back up. We're going to get ready to do our next rotation. Alright, Randy, hang tight on the right hand side for me. Ed and Ken, go ahead and come behind my lead car on the left. And Randy, you're going to drop in behind the blue number 163 once he comes past you. And we'll get back up to 4th gear here, Ed. Alright, Ed, you waited patiently in the back there. Now we're going to start building back up our pace. Drive to your comfort level once again. Let's have some fun. Let's start rolling into the throttle. Looking for our apex cone here. Trying to contact that curbing and roll into full throttle now. Got our big straightaway here, looking for that near apex. 5th gear. And back to the brakes right around the 3 sign. Left paddle, 4th gear. Very good entry there. I like it. Accelerate out. Hugging that white line now. Light brakes, looking good. Allow it to tuck down. Accelerate from the bowl. Light brakes down to 3rd gear. And try and carry that brake pressure here in turn 8 all the way through. Be patient on the throttle. Excellent. Good work there, Ed. And unwind and accelerate out. Leading into our turn number 10. Accelerate out from it. Get ready to do your upshift to 4th. And then finally to 5th. Lines up to the 4th sign, applying the brakes there. Left paddle, 4th gear as we turn in. Out to our turn-in marker, rolling off that accelerator, pointing over towards our apex. Roll into full throttle. And firm at the 3. Left paddle, 4th gear. Accelerate out from it as you unwind. As soon as you have to start unwinding the steering wheel, we can start getting on that accelerator. Same thing here. As soon as you start straightening up that steering, you should be rolling into the throttle just as you straighten. Alright, down to 3rd gear. Use all these miniature straightaways to build up some speed. Use those light brakes, let it carry you. Once again, you do have a little straightaway leading from turn 8 to turn 9, so you can utilize some of that. And same thing here leading into our turn number 10, looking down toward that turn-in marker. And lastly, to our straightaway. 4th gear. Firm in the 4. Left paddle, 4th gear. Accelerate as you come out. Looking good. Still trying to work that comfort level. I see you carrying more speed through there, but you're doing very, very well, Ed. Accelerate down there straight away. little far from that apex. It's alright, you still had a good line. You had actually made a straighter line coming out of there. Tucking in beautiful. Good work there, Ed. Accelerate up. Alright, light brakes down to third. Coming into our turn 8. I'm going to stay out wider longer. And accelerate down to our straight. Firm brake. Very good job there, Ed. We actually just dropped about a second there, according to my list. We're going to start slowing it down here. We're going to gather our group up, make sure we got everybody here. We're going to start our cool down lap. So good work. Each and every lap here, Ed, you're dropping usually a second or nearly a second or more each and every lap. So it's doing very good. The three of you are staying right around the same exact pace as well. So I believe all three of you had that lap timer set on your DIC. If you accidentally bumped it, you should see there at the top little tile thing in your DIC menu, it should say performance. If you scroll through on that right hand side scroll wheel, you can see that center one will see lap timer, and you should see best, current lap, and whether it says loss or gain down below that. You take a look at your best lap time that you did. Maybe it wasn't when you were directly behind me, but hey, that's okay. As long as we're consistently improving, that also just shows not necessarily that we're becoming faster drivers, but that we're becoming more comfortable drivers within the car. Takes a little bit of getting used to going into a corner, coming in as fast as we are, making it through. A very good session, gentlemen. Just take a moment, relax, catch your breath, get some blood flowing back to your hands, and maybe you're turning white-knuckled on us. A very clean session here, folks. As we come around here, we will be exiting the track. So as we come around turn 7, we'll get our left-hand turn signal on. And we're going to head back to the building. We will be heading into the classroom here, so we'll be able to use a water restroom break. And we will have a classroom exercise talking about garage talk. So just some stuff you should know as a Corvette owner, showing you where that 12-volt battery is located, where you can hook up your battery tender, if you ever need to change out your key fob battery, anything like that, just some normal stuff you should know as a Corvette owner. And at this point in time, if you would like to, you can roll down those windows just to get some fresh air circulating in there. We will be coming back to these cars. Obviously, we still have that autocross competition towards the end of the day here. However, we have been in these cars for roughly about an hour now, close to an hour, so it'd be nice to get some fresh air going through there. And also, you can go ahead and stop that PDR recording